Hi, this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles again, and this is part 2 of a 2 show that we did for the Flat Rock Speedway. The Historical Society in Flat Rock puts this on at the Speedway twice a year, and this is the second episode of that, and we are still looking at a lot of goodies. We did the one section of the flea market, now we're in kind of the track area. And I just wanted to show you the variety they have. They have everything from jewelry to glassware and all those things. And we are buying and selling things for our 2 antique booths and our 2 antique malls that we're in. So I am out today looking for bargains. It's kind of the end of the buying year, so we're seeing what they got here, and they got it all. Lots of nice glassware. Here's a little piece of lariat in the back there. And there's some moonstone. And looks like some Westmoreland too. That's a beautiful picture, that blue one. I hope you don't mind, because it's so nice. Like when you see a really nice booth, you got to do that.
You try to coordinate.
Yes, it does look nice, you can tell. That planter back there is, oh, that's cute. With the 2 people.
Oh, yes, the Shawnee.
Yes. And look at these beautiful Christmas ornaments. These are the kind I like to buy. But most of the stuff, if I didn't buy it, either there was damage or it was not priced right for me, I need to get it so I can make a profit on items. These blow molds, if you see these cheap, you should always buy them. They are the best sellers. I usually get about maybe 5 to 10 a year. These were a little bit priced higher, more what I price them at, so I passed on these. This is a dollar table. This stuff's all $1 too?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's my kind of thing. That's my kind of table.
Okay. Down below too.
Oh, thank you. I wouldn't have paid attention. And look at all the items he has. I love a dollar table. Give me a dollar table and I am happy all day. They had some really cute little things. And actually, there's a piece of forest green right there. I probably should have picked up on that. I don't know what I was thinking. Sometimes when you watch these videos later, you look at the stuff and you think, I should have bought that, or I should have bought that. And you don't see it the first time through because it seems to be overwhelming. And they had lots of stuff in the bottom, some horseshoes there, and a little skeleton that was cute. And some Halloween items. And lots of little gadgets that you can use for your house or for selling. This was kind of cute. And I'm not sure why I didn't buy it. It wasn't marked. I think it was too modern. But still, for $1, that was not a bad deal. And lots of Halloween and Christmas items because this was in the fall of 2022. So there was lots to choose from. And there's that forest green picture again, that vase. Man, what did I do on that? I sure didn't see that. Oh, this basket was cute. I picked up this basket for $1. And later on, there was a couple that really wanted that basket. And I was going to use it for display. And I probably could have made a profit on that basket. But it was the perfect size of what I needed. But they were so bummed. They wanted that for a daughter. They were looking for that particular type for their daughter. But anyways, so I just got a little bit ahead of them, apparently. There's lots of mugs and glassware and lots of different collectible glassware. There's a Budweiser and some Looney Tunes, and those NASA cups are really nice too. That was really cute. Those were, they were a little bit too pricey for me, but what a nice old set. Beautiful. And there's some chickens, some candle things for your windows for Christmas, and those do sell, but you know, I don't get much of a profit on those, so I passed on those. And we even had kitchen appliances and some old casserole dishes. And here's the ship pattern. That's a depression glass pattern. It was a beautiful set. And here's some more dishes and some, I believe that's hall pottery in the back there, that picture. And toys, I've been meddling in toys and doing quite well. It's hard for me to know which figures to buy, though, when they have the action figures. Some are real obvious, but some, they're kind of tough. I usually only buy them when I get them really dirt cheap because I don't really know what I'm doing with this. So the Pokemon stuff was there. Then that's always good too. This was kind of interesting. Looked like some sort of a cat. And look at this nice vintage material. This was beautiful. If I had a use for this, I'd have bought it. It was really cool looking. And there's some rolling pins. And let's see what else is on the table. We have an old lamp. And a mixture of toys and purses and some new items mixed with some old. And here's some more smalls. That's a fancy ribbon. But that's pretty old.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
If I was from Eden, then.
And lots of casserole dishes. These older ones have become really popular and gotten quite pricey, especially the Pyrex ones. There's some blue in there mixed in too. And here's a nice table full of jewelry. Yeah, if you can get the old Pyrex pieces, buy them because they are really good sellers. People are really into those right now. They're really tough to find for a reasonable deal. Oh, I like anything turquoise. That turquoise necklace was quite nice. Picked up on that. And they had a whole table full of stuff. And I believe everything was either $1 or $2 on this. I can't remember, but I'll be telling you at the end. So stay tuned for the end when you can see all the finds that I got at the flea market. Ooh, that was a pretty piece. I love anything with a tassel. These are $2. Pretty cool. I think my friend probably looked through all these. He looks for Monster High dolls too. These, she said, are $1. That's pretty cute. Looks like Cinderella's carriage. And this is a company that comes to the flea market quite often, The Vault, and I really like those for things for myself, and I actually did buy something to sell there too. They have a lot of good old signs and old looking signs, I should say. They're new, they're reproductions, but they're still really cool for your house. And they have lots of things for your gardens, and one of these days I'm going to get to their store because they have some really interesting things. And like I said, I a lot of times will buy this types of things for my home for decoration. Not so much to resell, although I did get a couple of St. Patrick's Day type signs from them that I'm going to put out when I do a St. Patrick's Day display at Maumee Antique Mall. These are so cool. I love this stuff in the yard. We can live out in the country, so we can kind of put this type of decoration out. It looks really nice. But very nice things for your home. Reasonable prices. They come to pretty much every show, so definitely pay them a visit because they have really unique items that fits in well with antique items. So I always like to go see what they got. And here's all the lawn decor they got. They got some Christmas stuff even out too. So cute. You just don't see these kinds of things anywhere. So if I need anything, I always tend to wait for the show so I can get it from these folks. There's even Bigfoot in the back there. Lots of Christmas and lots of all year round decorations. And they also have these reproductions that are kitchen reproductions and some cast iron. And here's some more signs. And some buckets and some old looking scissors. And more cast iron. Lots of cool stuff. So here I am digging in a big box of Barbies. I did find a bag of clothes in there. But Barbies I do okay with. They're not as good as the Monster High dolls. The Monster High dolls sell really well for me. But if I can get a big box of Barbies for a few dollars, I'm certainly going to pick it up and put like a couple, $2, $3 a piece. But these were all priced individually. And there was nothing really unique other than, like I said, some clothes that I had gotten from that. The vintage clothes can be quite popular too if you can find them. The stuff from the 60s and 70s can be quite valuable. So I always tend to look through all these Barbie boxes anymore because you never know what's lurking at the bottom. So you definitely got to dig through this stuff and see what you can find. I did get a box one at a garage sale for like $8 for the whole box, and I've made quite a bit of money on that. That was a good box, but that doesn't always happen. At the flea market, they were priced individually, so it was a little different scenario. And here's a nice bag of clothes. And here's some more items. There's some nice old pictures. And I like that carrying thing too. It's like for tools, but I would use that in my house. It's really decorative and pretty. More toys. Like I said, I'm not that good at the toys. I'm working on it though. I'm doing it as I learn more and more. And there's a nice piece of Pyrex and a beautiful picture. Some art glass. And even Elvis Presley. And some lighthouses. And here's a nice blow mold of a pumpkin, and there's one of a candy cane. I would have definitely bought all of those if they were priced where I could make a profit, but they were about the same as what I priced them at, or a little bit more. Lots of jewelry. There was a lot of jewelry at the show, but I didn't buy much this time. The prices were a little too high for me. But lots of neat jewelry. Too high to sell. Not necessarily too high to buy. If I buy things for myself, that's a whole different scenario. That was a neat bracelet. Beautiful rings. Lots of turquoise. And ooh, look at that sterling silver set. Oh, that is beautiful. It's kind of hiding under a bunch of stuff. So I ended up getting that sterling silver set, and I'll be showing it to you at the end. It wasn't clean. I think that was the main reason that it didn't sell, is that it looked kind of blackened from the tarnish. And that ring was the same scenario. That ring is beautiful. I bought that for myself. It was very tarnished. So if you like what you're seeing, subscribe and hit the like button. So here was, I call this area the deal on the hill. It's all these gentlemen that bring all kinds of stuff from a lot of the Detroit homes, and it's just usually boxed up kind of in different boxes, kind of all over the place. But you got to kind of dig through here a little bit. But there is some very unusual items and very beautiful items. You just have to have a little bit of patience and be able to dig through some of these boxes. So fun place to go. And their prices vary. They tell you a price as you pick up items, so it's kind of hard to know where their pricing is at. It depends on the person and what they're doing. Look at this big box of jewelry. Oh man, I should have seen if I could have just bought the whole box. I don't know what they would have charged me, but that would have been a fun box to go through. I ended up passing on that, but boy, there was some cool stuff in there. And who knows what's on the bottom of that box. I should have asked them. And there's some pinback buttons. And here's some beautiful Fenton pieces. In milk glass and in the turquoise glass. And some more decorative pieces. And some dried flowers. And some neat old purses. That one was a neat one. It was a little bit too much for me, but boy, that was a beautiful purse there. Anything beaded I like. They're good sellers. They had $60 on that, but boy, I'd like to buy that one if it was a little bit more reasonable, but not this time. So I passed, maybe for somebody else's collection, not to resell. And these sewing drawers are always nice sellers. I usually get about $10 a piece for these, so I can't pay much more than a couple bucks for those. They're nice to display items into. And here we are back looking at the boxes on the deals on the hill. And seeing what they have in all these boxes. You never know what they're going to bring. So I searched through them all, and I didn't find anything this time. There was some cool stuff in there, but the price wasn't right for me. So, prices would have been good if you were buying it for yourself. But like I said, I buy and sell things. Look at all these old pictures. Very interesting things. One of these days I'm going to find a major treasure in one of those boxes. I'm sure there are people have found that. I usually don't go to them first. Probably should go with it to them first to see what they have. Because you just never know. As you can see, it's a huge variety of stuff. Lots of people were looking through it. And they even brought some furniture. They come in with big trucks full of things. You can see the U-Haul there. And this was cute. You know, my daughter's a Disney fanatic, so I had to pick up on that. That was super cute. I bought a few things from this booth. This was interesting too, but I thought it might be old, but it was new. It was a reproduction. Nice little blow mold. And that Santa Claus, oh, he was all mine. Like cinnamony.
They're not. I had one.
Oh, what they taste like?
They taste like cookie dough. If you like cookie dough, they were
maybe
really
it's
good.
like a no-bake kind of thing.
Sounds like that. They were good, whatever they are.
Texas sheet cake sounds good. I always save my appetite for the end of the flea market to go get some of those good baked goods. They are yummy. And here's a nice overall shot so you can see how big the flea market is. Well, it's good size this time. We didn't have rain. We had a nice day. It was pretty perfect. Well, there's always a lot of garage sales around this flea market. It's a good time to have one because you get tons of people that come. So here's a street with a whole bunch of them. Actually went to about 3 of those yesterday. So here's the mall I used to be in, and they got a lot of outside vendors. So we're gonna go park and see what we can find. This mall typically has some outside vendors. Not as many today, but we'll go take a look and see what they got. So these are some of the outside vendors at Motor City Antiques. We didn't find anything, but there were some interesting objects, some clocks and watches, and all kinds of goodies. Here's another yard sale that they always have on the side of the road. They got good location for that stuff. Here's all the things that I got at the Flat Rock Historical Flea Market and the Flat Rock Speedway. Not a ton of stuff, but a decent amount. So let's go take a look at it all. So in the center here, I got, this was probably the best deal. I got this Santa, this Disney bucket, and these 2 things here, which if they work, that will be a huge bonus. I don't know if they do or not, but I got all 4 of those things for $10. This Santa alone is worth probably 30 bucks. So that was probably one of the best deals. I got this little Santa here for $1. And everything down here I got for $1 except the Fenton, which is right here, and I paid $2 for that, which is a really good bargain. This here I believe is Teardrop. It's a pattern of glassware during the Depression era. It's an elegant pattern. Now over here I got these light up canvases. These are new, but I mainly buy this kind of stuff because especially on St. Patrick's Day there's not a lot of things you can put out that's holiday-ish, and these are cute and it kind of goes well with antiques. And then also I got these Barbie clothes, the whole bag, for $1. These are probably my favorite objects. That big tapestry purse I got for $9. That is beautiful. I think I can get probably close to $30 for that. It's just really nice. It's a good shape too. This smaller one I got for $5. I know I could get at least 15 out of that. And here's a nice little pink dish from the Depression era, and I got that for $1. So that was a good deal. That's probably worth 7 or 8. And then the biggest deal, I got all these things for my kitties. $2 a pack. They're going to be really happy in my house. So we didn't get a ton of stuff, but what we got I really liked, so it was definitely worth going. And it was cool to see things on the prices on things because some of the stuff I wasn't sure what to charge, so now I got a better idea on what to charge in the mall. Some of it was ridiculously high, but most of it was about normal. So that's what we got. Little shoe I got for $1. It is Frank Oma. I kind of thought it was, but there was no marking on the bottom. But it is definitely Frank Oma, and it's probably worth around $20. That was an excellent buy. We're going to go in the house and take a look at the jewelry now. So this is all the jewelry I got at the Flat Rock Speedway show, which is a really small amount for me. But anyways, here is a necklace I bought $3 for, and I'm gonna put about 10 on that, or 9 or 10. This ring here, it's sterling. This sterling isn't not cleaned at all. This cleaned up, oh my gosh, it'd be at least $30. I wish it would fit me. I think all the stones are real. I love it. So I'm gonna try to clean that up and see what happens. And the same with this set. I got a bracelet and earrings and a pin. So these pieces of sterling here I paid $20 for. So I'm hoping to triple my money on all those. So we'll see, but it definitely has to be cleaned up. So I wanted to show you something. I cleaned this silver set, and look how much more beautiful it is. I mean, if people put the effort into cleaning something, they get a lot more money on their items. That's kind of my pet peeve when somebody, oh, I got a cat to help me, when somebody puts a high price on an object and they don't even clean it. But yeah, look at the difference, and check out this ring. I don't think this is going to be sold. It's a little bit tight on me, but wow. I'm pretty sure those are all real stones, but I cleaned that also. And I use like a dip to clean it, that it kind of sits in for a while. And then these are kind of like the magic tool. These dry wipes here work really good in cleaning jewelry. They're dry, and I use them even on costume jewelry, and they work amazing. So that's an item you should always have in your bag of goodies for cleaning stuff. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, the kitty thinks so too. So I just wanted to show you that. And this is Lou from Lou's Antiques saying goodbye, and I'll see you again.